Good morning, it's Corla from the circus house, and it's Sunday morning, and my husband's been gone for 5 days on a golf trip, so I need to make some coffee. And I thought I'd show you how to join in with me and make a vanilla latte this morning. Latte coming from the old Latin term meaning very tired mother. Out of the 5 days that Pat's been gone, there's been no school for 4 of them, and we've had ball and dance and work and lots of things going on, so we're gonna get through it. Yesterday I went out until midnight to the Pro Bowl rodeo. I came home at midnight because I knew I'd have kids waking up at 6 in the morning jumping on my head Sunday morning, and I came home to my children had decided to make a chocolate cake, which they put, it was a cake mix. They put butterscotch chips, and I believe that they used olive oil to create this concoction. So this is the cake that they made while I was out last night. And they still ate it. It looks quite disgusting. So needless to say, I need coffee. So if you have a little machine like this, it's kind of your at-home barista. What you do is you're going to put some water, fill it right up to the top in the back there. Put the lid on tight. Are you going to come help me?
I can't find the dance one.
Okay, just a minute. 1 minute. We're making coffee. Push your chair over, you can help. Come here. Okay, so you don't want kids too close, so keep her away from the hot end, because you get this tight because it's going to get really hot in there and steamy. Now there's only two selections on this coffee maker. There's either steam or to make the coffee. So we're going to push it over to steam until it starts coming out here, and we have this to catch, and this is what we're going to put the milk in also. And as it warms up, it's just going to start sputtering out there. You don't want to start steaming your milk until all the water has come out and it's just steam. And inside of here is where we're going to put our coffee grounds. There's a little measure inside of mine that says it's Carson. Says it's for 2 or 4. So we scoop into the bag. This is a bag of house blend from Starbucks. It's in a nice ground up coffee. You can go into Swift here, Urban Ground, or you can go to Starbucks and they'll get you some espresso ground coffee to use in here. It's just a really fine grind of coffee. And I have my glass to measure out my vanilla flavoring. So I'm just going to take that and you pat it down. I don't know why you do this. I just saw them do that at the coffee shop. You see why I need coffee. Okay, and then that goes in there. I'm making a big mess on the counter. We'll clean that later. Just fits in there and twists. What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. Hang on. We have a malfunction. I have coffee ground in the bottom. Malfunction at the junction. There we go. I was almost going to cry. Oh! Pause for the cause. We're going to move back to steam the milk. So we steam it until it starts sputtering like that and the water isn't coming out anymore. And then you're gonna have a bunch of hot water in here. So
hot water in here, bunch of hot water in here.
And we don't touch it. So we're gonna dump that out and put the milk in.
Out,
Dump that out. We're gonna fill this up with milk.
Milk.
You can use whole milk, skim milk.
Whole milk.
I make 1%. And a cool trick we learned from Starbucks is when you have these kind of jugs, you can just take this and push it on. You don't even have to twist it. Whoa! Okay, so we're going to steam the milk, but we flip it over to make the coffee part of it. So the coffee's going to drip down into there, and it smells good. Is coffee good?
No.
What is coffee?
Yucky coffee.
Yucky. So this is the flavoring. This is vanilla flavoring. So I use not quite the full shot glass. My husband puts it in the milk when he steams it, but I like to just put it in there. So you can get these from Starbucks, or like in town, etc. has these, or in town, Urban Ground will sell them to you too. And there's all different kinds of flavors, from marshmallow, hazelnut, vanilla. Vanilla is what you use for a caramel macchiato. And the difference between a caramel macchiato and a vanilla latte is just the whipped cream and and caramel sauce on top. You can get caramel sauce from the grocery store. So the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna steam the milk, and it makes a lot of noise. So you just steam it like that, and at the actual places there, they have a temperature gauge, but I don't have that, so I just temperature gauge. I just steam it until it gets all frothy and bubbly.
I'm told it.
Okay, are we gonna steam the milk?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? Say, on your mark, set, go.
Okay. On your mark, set, go.
Just keep steaming the milk. You move it up and down kind of to move the air around. Be careful. And the sides of your container are going to get really hot, so you have to make sure you have a handle. And it goes from kind of a screaming sound to a kind of more muffled sound as it gets ready. So then our last step is we have our vanilla in here. Just to recap, we have our vanilla flavoring in here. We have our espresso roast coffee. You want to fill it to about, half full, however much coffee flavor you like. And then you're going to dump in the milk. If you don't want the foam, you can hold the foam back with your spoon. And if you do want it, like I do, you just scoop that in there. If you feel like making one for a friend, there's enough really for two, but nobody's here to share it with me, so I'm going to drink it all myself. And if you want to make a London fog, you do the same with the milk and the vanilla flavoring, and you don't use the coffee. Then you just put in a Earl Grey tea bag right into there and let it steep. And again, for the caramel macchiato, you can either put whipping cream or just the foam on top, and then you buy this caramel sundae flavoring, and you can just drizzle it on top. If you've done a good job with the foam, it'll stay on top of there. And we can put some on your finger. You can't have coffee, but you can have a little drip of caramel sauce. And we have no bread and no dog food, and maybe I could change out of my sweats after, so we could go to Walmart and get some of those things, because I don't want to be on one of those people of Walmart videos in the ensemble I have on right now. So here's to you enjoying a nice warm latte or caramel macchiato, and thank you so much for tuning in, and it's going to be a good day. Better now that we have coffee.